Battle against Kooper and stuff. Fuck today. Right, this was originally going to go up on the 8th, but it's not. It's going to go up on the 9th because general recording and Nintendo mishaps just kind of haven't gone our way. That and general skullduggery. And as you can see, my camera is playing silly buggers again. It wants to be blue with black bars, and it's like, oh, brilliant. This is why I'm going to get a capture board. I don't care that I have to wait 5 months. Well, I do. I care enormously, because it's a lot of money, and they should do better. But this is why. I know, well, if it works at least, that when it does work, I will get what I see on the screen. Whereas with the webcam, well, it can do what the fuck it likes, can't it? It's a webcam, so bollocks to it. I know webcam's kind of cool, it's retro and stuff, but I'm sick and tired of it. Anyway, this match is in ×3 speed, because, well, when people bring, like, really good teams to my team, I get shat on. But Kooper was a cool dude, and he brought fun stuff and nifty stuff, and it's like, he has nothing to break through. Kyurem. Kyurem, was a bit of a showstopper, for his team, which is kind of a shame, but there you go, sometimes it just kind of works out that way. The only thing that is really, a major problem for my team is Ferrothorn, because I have nothing to kill it with. I mean, I've got Hooper, I guess, with Drain Punch and Banded Bat, but it's pretty much Kyurem or bust on that front. But I'm going to bring in Kyurem, and, yeah, like I say, one main thing that Kyurem has over Ferrothorn is that any of its major attacks, i.e. Gyro Ball and Power Whip, both have 8 PP! Guess what I can do? Bring that down to 4 PP! Guess what I am? I'm a sub-pressure stalling Kyurem! So, yeah, I, kind of just win, which is why this match is in ×3 speed. It still goes on for 12 minutes. That's how long this match was. Because, as much as well, you know, like I say, I wanted to get this narrated as quickly as possible so I could try and force it up on the 8th, but it's not happening, so I am going to have to double showdown it, which makes me sad, because it's like, I'm not doing well enough, and it's like, I'm really trying, guys! I nearly had this down, and then Nintendo Wi-Fi was like, no, we've got to get some fat bastard out to go look at the servers and make sure they're being serving, and it's like, no! Do it another day, piss off, I'm busy. But anyway, he, like I say, he does bring some cool stuff. He brings B-Drill, not Mega B-Drill, especially defensive B-Drill. He brings Low Punny, not Mega Low Punny, a Power-Up Punch, Cosmic Power Baton Pass Low Punny. I think part of that was he didn't have a Mega Bangle, or whatever it is in this game. So, yeah, because he hasn't played too far into Aurus, and just like, I wanted to bring Hooper, so we're bringing Hooper. Which, I get it, but there you go. Anyway, since Specially Defensive B-Drill is currently beating Kyurem, I do have to try and change tact a bit, instead of just trying to spam Ice Beams. I know that I'm gonna need my Ice Beams for Ferroslag if it comes down to that. So I just try and spam Earth Power to get a special defense drop, so that I know I'll 2-hit KO him, because I'm just barely off. Just barely. It's like, alright, one special defense drop will put me in range, and it at least forces him to either die or go somewhere else. And he picks the die option, so I can get behind that. But yeah, like I say, this pretty much just came down to Kyurem can win, but I dragged it out. Like I say, I was trying to speed it up, and I thought, alright, you know, I got Hooper, who can hit things really hard, that'll speed this shit up. Didn't work out. I've got Crobat, he can hit things really hard, and that'll speed it up. Didn't work out. Ironically, if I'd have just stayed in with Kyurem and been a really shitty sport about it, and just kept ice beaming all the things, I would have done it, you know, won a lot faster, but, you know, I had to be a prick about it. The main thing, though, is, like, I get why he didn't bring in his Ferrothorn, but it was kind of the only thing that whittled me down to the point where something else might have had a chance to kill me. So I can understand why he made the choice not to, but it's been, I'm assuming he's at least seen a couple of my battles with Kyurem, and it can't pull off a perfect sub sort of set. I think it gets down to 4 subs and then it's out of ideas, because I crapped out on the HP because I'm so great at this fucking thing. So I suppose at the end of the day, he would have had to play it that way, and then he'd run out of gyro balls, and then I'd roast. But at the end of the day, he might have managed to get a leech seed off, which might have helped something. Here he goes in, he baton passes out into Evire, and Ice Beam still does a crap ton, and I was like, okay, that's weird. And then I forgot Evire doesn't outspeed Kyurem. He does have a Hitmontop. Again, I think that would have been smart to go into, but as he has said, he is a bit rusty, and sometimes he does know how to play the game because he gets me twice. But you know, it's yeah, Evire was not the right play there. Hitmontop would have probably lasted quite a lot longer as well, but then, like I say, Low Putty dies, and he's just left with Hitmontop and Ferrothorn, and then this makes up the next. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's in ×3 speed, and it's still the bulk of the next 7 minutes of your lives. I hope it's worth it. But yeah, he breaks my sub, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to do it this way, because it's lame and dumb, and I want to have a fun battle, but I want to speed it up. So let's go into Hooper, as he gyro balls and obliterates Hooper, and I'm like, well, that was stupid, wasn't it? Logic was absent, obviously, but the logic there was like, I know what I can do. Hooper's slow, you know, everyone knows Hooper's slow. It's really slow. It's a fat fuck. So I go into that, Gyro Ball won't do much, and I can, you know, hit it with a Drain Punch or a it's fucking Hyperspace Fury, but yeah, I died, and I'm like, shit. I don't exactly have a lot of options to kill Ferrothorn apart from Kyurem, and I've just lost one out of stupidity. So I'm trying to stop entry hazards, I'm trying to do this and that, but he is now playing the game. It's like, you want to sit there with a sub-roost Kyurem and beat me that way? Well, I've got a Ferrothorn, you have no reliable way of killing it, I'm gonna milk this for all I've got. And I'm like, shit, basically. I roar him out because I didn't realise Hitmontop was his last. I just kind of wanted to see what it was, and I thought, well, this is something I can kill. By the way, that is amazing. Look at that jig. In ×3 speed, he is jigging for freedom right there. But yeah, my plan was I'd just Toxic it, but he's going to go straight back into Ferrothorn, because, you know what, why not? If I'm going to be a dick, he could be a dick. I get it, but it's just like, no, please, I want to speed this up. Why did I switch out of Kyurem again? I don't understand. Like, yeah, I was really stupid. But, oh well, I suppose it does give a bit more of a fully fleshed out battle, but it's sort of like, this is all you get, and look, he just keeps going, Leech Seed, you drove me mad, Coop. You're awesome, and you can all have Coop as much as Nick, and Kote, and Darky, maybe not as much as Darky, but as much as Kote and Nick, but you drove me mad. You drove me fucking mental. I'm just sitting there, like, tearing my hair out, just like, time constraints, because that should be, you know, the thing you use, you know, you judge how long Pokemon games are, you know, or how good they are. It's like, it's not about the battle or the plays, it's about the time constraints and what you've got to work to. This is where YouTube starts to suck, kids. This is where YouTube becomes a problem, when you have to work to time constraints. I don't like that. That's not me, but it's currently what I'm doing, again, because I forced myself into it because I'm an idiot. Anyway, I've become such a bad sport, effectively, that I'm so sick and tired of him trying to Leech Seed me and do it that way, that I go into Kyurem, because I'm like, you know, I can just Healing Wish to Kyurem. He can't Leech Seed me that way, can ya? No! So, yeah, and then I'm gonna roast just to see what he goes for. He goes for Sucker Punch, and, I take the Sucker Punch, I let it break my sub, that's fine, and I go for an Earth Power, just to conserve Ice Beams for the main event. And then again, for some reason, I'm like, I need to speed this up. Let's go into Crobat as he Stone Edges and nearly kills Crobat. And I'm like, no, this is so dumb. What am I doing with my life? Oh man, it's time to go to Zapdos. Kill it that way. Still has Stone Edge though, it's gonna hurt, but he can go back into Pharaoh anytime he wants and we can play this crap all over again. Oh man. All of this could have been avoided if I just stayed in with Kooper, if I was just a prick about it. But instead, I tried to be fair and ironically became more of a prick. Go figure. Oh, wow. Oh, well, like I say, we're getting to the end of it. Once I do, he does stay in with Hitmontop, which is fair, fine. I'm not gonna argue. I sit here and I let him kill me with Leech Seed, and in fact, I get to the point where I just U-turn to kill myself. Just to get Kyurem in on a free, so that I can set up a sub and fucking win. I do get a nice bit of... Well, I'm not sure if it's justice. I think it's more just hilarity. As the last turn, I will freeze him with my one of my the last Ice Beam. So that's nice, I guess. It's a bit unfair, but oh well. This is it's my own creation, so at least I can hacks out my own bullshit essentially. But yeah, that was the first match, and like I say, by this point, it's like, I know we need to have a second match, and that's fine. I'm not going to argue that. Like, this match was really unfair against Coop. He brought some cool, random, nifty stuff, and I just bought Beat Stick. Well, no, like, Stally Beat Stick. And we sat there for 5,000 years as I'm like, well, I can still win. To be fair, if I ultimate form of cunt would have sat there with Zapdos. Because he couldn't kill me. He knows he has to keep his Gyro Balls, so that would have been the ultimate form of cunt. But yeah, I just killed myself there just to speed this crap up. Seriously, don't ever work to time constraints, it's not fun. This, YouTube is currently, controlling 90% of my mind, just trying to think of, where can I get videos, who can I get people to fucking battle me, how do I preempt myself and become a day forward so that I'm not completely under the cosh all the time, and it's not fun. I can't believe I'm complaining about my hobby, but I am currently complaining about my hobby. That's where we've gotten to. Anyway, there you go. Ferrothorn is fucking dead. He's fucking dead. Thank you. Thank you. Thank the Lord. Yeah, that's right. You stand there with your quizzical expression. Die. Thank you. Right, match 1 is done. Thank the Lord. Anyway, he does bring some nifty shit. That's Electrode, Mawile, Golduck, Mightyena, Moltres, and Donphan. And I tried bringing Tickle Wailord again. I don't know why. Tickle Wailord is terrible. I love it, I really do, but it's shit. It just can't stop letting me down all the time. But anyway, this is a better match, I do assure you, just for the sake that it's funnier, really. I was going mad. Anyway, I think, I'll tickle his tits off, and then he leaves with Electrode. I'm like, I'm not tickling that thing's tits off, it hasn't got any, and it'll kill me. So I have to leave, and I go into Hippowdon. He does miss a Toxic, which is nice. I do need that. But, I'd sort of I know I have the Sand Tomb, and, and I really should just go Toxic right now, because Moltres is going to come in. Moltres is going to come in. Moltres is going to come in. I know Sand Tomb is awesome, but Moltres is going to come in. But I don't go Toxic, despite every fibre of someone's being. It wasn't mine, otherwise I would have gone Toxic, but every fibre of someone's being was saying go Toxic, and I ignored that hypothetical person. As he legs it out into Moltres, and guess what his Moltres is? It's Sub-Roost fucking... It's Sub-Roost, Will-O-Wisp, and Air Slash, so it's effectively revenge for Kyurem at the end of the day. But yeah, Moltres here now. I knew I could take one hit, so I go for a Toxic, thinking, and then he subs, and I'm like, oh my god. What have I done? Why have I brought this upon myself? This is terrible. Like, my brain is falling apart. I can't handle this. I can't handle this, man. And he goes for an air slash. He gets a flinch because, of course, I suppose it makes up for the toxicness. I suppose that's fair. But if I'd have roared him out, he wouldn't burn me, and it's just like, no, I've got to burn a pound on. How am I supposed to set and tomb things with that? That's not gone well. Don Fan's back, and I think, okay, I can toxic that, I guess. Or I don't know, I could go into, no, I can't, because he's gone into more while, and I'm just sitting there like, no, leave me alone. Stop it. He is just styling all over me right now, and it's horrible, and I don't like it. And Kooper's making me look like a chump right now. So I think, aha, I'll go into Pyro, because I can take your player off. Not well, obviously, but I can take it. And this is my workup Pyro, and it's been a long time since I've used my workup Pyro. I can't remember why I stopped using it, to be honest, but this is my workup Pyro, and I think, alright, you're going to go to Moltres, fair dues, fine. I'm going to set up a sub, I'm going to go for a workup, and then I'm going to go for the return and clobber you. And it's going to be great. Because, I mean, why would Morwell stay in? I suppose he could sucker punch, and I was half expecting him to try it. Because Playroof did a hell of a lot. I'm going to assume he's Life Orb Sheer Force, so, you know, take the Sheer Force out. Life Orb will still pack it up a bit, and Pyro isn't exactly a bulky little bastard, is it? But anyway, Moltres is here, I've got my sub, and I'm thinking, yes, I'm ready. It's time. If I get a Moxie boost, we're laughing. And I'll beat him this way, and Pyro will make its epic return. He's gonna break my sub. Lefties. He gets lefties. We're ready to go, and then I find out why I don't use Pyro. Because happiness is a thing, and I completely forgot that it existed. So, that ended poorly. Pyro's now dead, and I think, right, I'm gonna go into Old Dependable, because Wheezing will do it, because Wheezing does everything, and I love Wheezing, and it's like, yeah, Wheezing will have it. Please, Wheezing, I need you. Everything else is letting me down, man. I need you. Please. He's gonna go for a sub. I don't know why. He did say that, because he's actually going to switch into Morwell here, which makes perfect sense, but he thought that I was using Specs Wheezing, because I am a big lover of the Specs Wheezing, I have to say. But I'm not using Specs Wheezing at all. I do go Will-O-Wisp here as a sort of vaguely janky play. I guess I was kind of expecting to pivot again. Although I don't really know what into. It might well have been his Golduck, but it wouldn't have really made too much difference. Fire Blast would have done some good damage anyway. So I do end up taking an Iron Head for little reason. I may as well have just gone Fire Blast. But now he's burned, and I think, you know what? You know what, Morwell, you fucking prick? Piss off. I've had enough of you. Yeah, you see, I wasn't in a spectacular mood. I just wanted everything to die brutally and horribly. And Wheezing was the main way I had to initiate that. So, yeah. But now he's going to go back into Moltres, and I can do a lot with Sludge Bomb. I'm just going to have to take an Air Slash, and it's like, it won't be that bad. And it's like, oh yeah, Moltres has got like base 125 special attack. Okay, yes it will. Sludge Bomb doesn't get a poison, unfortunately. It's a bit lame to be angling for that, but, you know, I'm kind of at that stage. I don't want to see it anymore. As much as I do like Moltres, no, piss off. But I'm going to be cheeky, and I'm going to go into Jolteon, and fuck me, it's been a while since I've used my shiny Jolteon. Fuck me, it has. Christ, I remember when I was going to try and get lime green shinies. What the fuck happened to that? Oh yeah, breeding happened. And work. Yeah, ain't got time for that crap anymore, because that takes too long and tests my patience. But of course he's going to switch out. I was kind of expecting Donphan, and it happens. And I'm going to go for a Wish. And I think, you know what? Alright, I can just pass it out into Wheezing. I'm back up to good HP. I can go for a Sludge Bomb or a Wisp. Or I could pass it out to Tickle Wailord and try and tickle him. And this is where I let myself down. I should have just gone back into Wheezing. Because Wheezing is doing things right now. Wheezing is helpful. Wheezing is actively trying to win. Nothing else is. And I go for a Tickle. And I think, okay, right, Electrode, I know I can take one hit regardless. I know it has Toxic. That's weird, but he brought weird stuff. That's fine. It's its own thing. So I think, right, I will take the Toxic, and then I can hit him, or I'll take the Volt Switch or Thunderbolt or whatever. Maybe Toxic is just filler. And then I'll hit him with an EQ and he'll die. Except he has a fucking Light Clay. Or whatever the other variant is, I can't remember. Because his Electrode actually has Flash. There is no middle finger big enough in existence. But it happened. And I at this point, I was just like, no, man, I'm done. It was great. It was fantastic. But I don't even go Waterfall. Like the switch into Zapdos or into Moltres is so obvious, and I just think, DQ, please end. And it's just like, why did I go there? Now Moltres is here. And it can kill me with an Air Slash, and even then he starts going for Roost. I'm like, no, please, I'm sorry, alright? Kyurem was an accident. I didn't mean for it to beat your whole team. It's the thing that happened. One thing that is weird, though, is, I believe with that Waterfall, I'd probably do a little bit more than 50%. And here, I take him down to red, and I'm like, bloody hell, I thought it was a crit initially, and then it's like, oh, that's just your min-max. That's a bit crazy there, Wailord. Don't know how you managed that, but okay. But now I'm even worse off. Again, I could have gone into Wheezing. I could have been fine. We could have been sitting here, chilling. But now I've lost Wailord for sweet dick all. And now I go into Girafarig, and I think, right, I'll go for a Psychic. That'll kill the Moltres, and then it's dead, and it's done. But wait, he has a Mightyena. Why didn't I go Hyper Voice, man? Oh. So now Mightyena's here. I can't stay here. Because he's got Crunch and Sucker Punch and Moxie and things that Giraffarig's don't like. So I have to go to Hippowdon. But because Hippowdon got burned, Hippowdon's going to die. It might not... Actually, no, the burn did matter. I would have lived. Depending on min-max. Depending. So now I've lost Hippowdon. It's like... Why can't I brain, man? It's horrible. It's an affliction. So I have to go into Jolteon, and I think, well, if he's got Sucker Punch, then I'm dead. If he's Scarfed, I'm dead. Surprisingly, though, he is Scarfed, and I just outspeed and kill him. And I'm like, huh. Well played, Jolteon. Well played. I'm proud of you. You've done well there. It doesn't change a lot, because he's got the scummy Electrode from hell. But it's nice, you know, it shows willing, okay? It shows that even though I haven't used the guy, and technically this Jolteon is just a cast-off because it wasn't right for the Espeon, it still tries. And I can get behind that. But then you come back in, don't you, you smug fuck? Look at you, huh? I thought my AV one was cool, but you're like next level shit. The only good thing is that because I kind of know his moveset, I can just wish, and I can just sit in, which is helpful. I kind of need that. But even then, he is going to toxic me, but I know if I play it right, I can pass a wish off to wheezing and rectify my previous fucking mistake. And maybe get somewhere. So, there is that, I guess. And then there's your fucking Flash, you bastard. Why would you do that to me? Like, it's hilarious, but just why? I feel so betrayed. So betrayed by this fucking electrode. Oh, God. Oh. It's a thing that happened, I suppose. It made me feel very sad. Very sad. But now I can go into wheezing, and I think, okay, Volt Switch isn't that powerful, neither is Electrode. He can't have much bloody special attack investment if he's running Toxic and fucking Light Screen. And Flash, I suppose, although maybe because of Flash he's a fearless bastard. I don't know. But he's gonna Volt Switch out, and he's gonna get a crit and just ruin my wish. Now, the crit, well, if it's 1.5 times extra damage, then it's debatable how much the crit really mattered. But like I say, it just nukes my wish, and I'm like, why? Oh god, it's like Flinch Kiss and Flinch Rachi just rolled into one smelly pile of excrement. Oh, it's horrible. It's actually worse than the Zygarde, I have to say. Oh, just for the concept of it. Anyway, Golduck comes in, and I'm kind of at the stage where I can't afford to use Jolteon because Donphan covers it too well. So what I can do is I can go into Girafarig, or I can go into Jolteon, sack it, go into Girafarig. I can go Hyper Voice and get an awful lot of damage. I might even kill Electrode. What a radical concept that would be. But, yeah, and then he goes Aqua Tail, and I'm like, okay, at worst, he's mixed. At best, he's physical, and that puts Weezing in a much better spot. So I think, okay, I'm going to go for a Hyper Voice as I presume Donphan comes in. Just to take the hit, because he knows Electrode can kill me, and, well, in theory, Golduck can kill me again, just depending on what it is. It could have Zen Headbutt, which could have ended that one as well. But he's going to go to Donphan, and I think, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let Girafarig die. Because then I can go into Weezing, I can Pain Split and take the knockoff and just sort of keep splitting around till I get up to enough HP, or I can kill the Electrode, hopefully take on the Golduck, kill that, and then kill the Donphan. So I let Girafarig die, and then I'm like, okay, maybe this can be done. And I send out Weezing. No, I don't. Because it DC'd. And I'm just, I'm so sad. But GG Coop, thank you for battling me. And you know what? Fuck this game. It's shit. Bye.